Hi, I just attended this training program called TOT. Um, it's a program which is actually for trainers, how they can train much better. It's a very useful program. It's been designed by IFC and LPI, two big names in this field here. And I think it's a good they got together because it's the philosophies were the same, and by adding their weight together, probably it gives access to more people to undergo this training here. Um, when I first joined this program, I was kind of a bit skeptical, thinking, I've been in this business the last 10 years or maybe more. I was wondering if I'll find something different, and I read a lot too here. Um, but surprisingly, I have to admit one thing here. For newbies, new people who are getting into the industry, uh, this program couldn't be more useful. I mean, you get to know the process, you get to know the methodologies and the philosophies and best practices and how to put it together. I think in these few days that we were there for this training, this kind of really brought home this point here. For veterans, I was very pleasantly surprised. It acts as a validation of what you have been doing all along, and you discover a few new things, and you discover a few things which you thought was okay, and it was going to work very well with the audience, but you realize now by hindsight that maybe these tips, if they could have been given to you earlier, it would have been much better here. Um, the essence of this program are the learning philosophy, the learning theory by David Kolb. So David Kolb developed on John Dewey's and Levine's methods, and so it's a much more how should I call it, a later version of what they base their theories on, and probably I think it flew very well with me here. The whole philosophy starts with saying that uh, you have what we call as learning experience. Then once you base it from a learning experience, you kind of reflect on it, and once you reflect on it, you add your own hindsight and your own knowledge to it, and you come up with some abstractions of how you'd like to deliver it yourself, and finally you actually apply that whole thing. This four-step process, I think it's really wonderful and very useful here. um, One thing which brings a lot of credibility to this program is when you see your trainer actually, in a very authentic way, doing the same thing what he's talking about, practicing what they're preaching here. So Rohit Agarwal, I think, did a great job there. He really brought home the theory. Uh, his behavior, the way he was giving feedback, really brought home this point here. And it was not just in the class, even outside the class, we didn't realize it, but very discreetly he was kind of putting forward what he was talking about. I would really say that I would recommend this. I would recommend this program to anyone. In fact, I would. Here's my further take on this. I would even recommend the certification after this. Once you do the training program, it definitely it shows that you like it, and you have understood the nuances of what this theory is about. But a certification program actually certifies that you actually are delivering it. You are actually implementing it when you're doing it, in the field, in your line of business out there. Right? I wish Rohit and Extra Mile and IFC and LPI a lot of success in this venture. All the best.